All right, welcome back to another episode of All-Star Husky Sports Podcast. Man, we have another episode of special guest today. We have the NIU gymnastics team, and today we have Emmalise, Nock, and Dawsyn, Sallee. Is that right?
Yes.
Sallee?
Sallee.
What?
Sallee.
Sallee. All right, there we go. Now I got it. All right, cool.
It's Emmalise Nock.
Nook.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my God, thank you, Skyler, because I would have screwed that up again. But yeah, episode I think 34, right?
I can't confirm or deny that.
34 or 35 or something like that. But anyway, I'm also here with Skyler Casellas, our sports reporter for gymnastics and volleyball and softball. So how is everyone doing today?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good.
Doing good.
Awesome. Thanks for being here, guys.
Of course.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. Skyler, do you want to kick us off with some questions?
Yeah, I'll kick off some questions. So obviously, you're about midway through your 2024 season, and you're off. I think you lost 3 straight conference meets so far. Just tell us about how the season has gone, and what's it going to take to get back on the wagon with the rest of the season. Because I know this team has had MAC championship expectations since the start.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I was looking at the camera. Go ahead.
This season, kind of an up and down trend going on so far, but sucks that we've lost a couple. Every time we go back into the gym after a loss, we're like, okay, we're going to focus on these things. We're going to get 1/10 better with each routine that we do. And when we do have those high of the wins, we're like, go back to the gym, and then we just continue that. We really value, staying in our own bubble and keeping our own energy. So our goal throughout the entire rest of the season is to keep winning, keeping that energy, and just having fun throughout the rest of our college careers.
Yeah.
Especially being a freshman, coming in, I feel just seeing everyone take what we have gone and go back in the gym and fix it is I like to see that more than anything. Not looking into the competitors having the loss sucks, but just seeing our team personally getting better, I feel is
definitely.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game for sure.
Yeah.
Improving and every day coming into work, and no matter what the outcome is, right?
Yeah. Right.
What else we got?
Well, I do want to address. I know I started off on kind of a sour note, addressing the past 2 losses.
Yeah, jeez, man.
We're gonna get more positive, right now, actually. So, looking ahead on the schedule, March 17th, NIU heads to face NCAA qualifier Minnesota in Minneapolis. Emmalise, I know you're from Rosemount, Minnesota. Is that right?
I am, yeah.
So this is gonna be your first meet back in your home state since you became a Husky. Just what's it gonna be like, being back home and being in front of a familiar crowd?
I am super excited. I've been looking forward to competing against Minnesota for a very long time. Just being a young girl and being in that pavilion state of where they competed, which is very cool because it's oh, I want to be here someday. I want to compete as a college gymnast. And then being able to go back to my home state and in the pavilion, it's just amazing to me because then I can really show who I am as a gymnast. And then having also my family around me, because a lot of my family haven't been able to personally watch me live compete before, even in club gymnastics, they haven't been able to make it out. So being in a college state and having them be able to see me do gymnastics is super personal to me, and it's super exciting. So
All right. And speaking on the Minnesota storyline, I know you and Isabella Cece both come from the same state. What's that relationship been like, especially with you both being captains as juniors?
honestly, we have a pretty strong relationship. We both want what's best for the team, and we came from 2 very competitive gymnastics clubs where they kind of were rivals. So knowing that, we both wanted the best for our team, we both want to win, it's just been, super easy for us to just, get along, and, being able to pull some of the stuff we learned from club and especially from both of those teams into the NCAA gymnastics here is just, super neat, and it's making us 1/10 better each time, because then we got personal past experience, and then we can bring it up into the what we know now too.
All right.
Well, I have a question about that. So, you said that you guys were rivals, right? Rival clubs.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm not really familiar with the gymnastics world, and from what I've seen in the gymnastics world, there's not a lot of shit talking, for lack of a better word. Is there some smack talk between you guys or between clubs at all when you meet?
Behind the scenes, I'd say there is a little bit, especially in club gymnastics, knowing which team's better. And it's like, oh, I want to beat them, like, especially at, like, state championships.
Okay.
Those are the super big ones because then that's really personal of, like, team versus team rather than, like, regionals where it's, like, individuals and nationals. It's individual.
Right. Okay.
So
Makes sense.
state's a really big one for, like, each team to, like, go against and, like, really show our competitive side and try to win.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I'm from Classic and CC's from TCT, and those have been two very big rivals from the start, just going head-to-head at each competition. So, yeah.
Okay. So, like, do you, like, try to say something to throw them off the routine? How does that work?
So usually, like, in the competitions, we try to be super positive towards each other.
Yeah.
Like, in other sports, there's kind of, like, that crap talking between one another and
Right.
stuff like that, but not in gymnastics. It's usually super positive during, like, competitions. And in college arenas, there's not really any crap talking, no shit talking at all or whatever. So, and then what you see on social media, it's just, like, the outsiders saying stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not really, like, gymnasts coming towards gymnasts,
Mhm.
It's usually just those outsiders saying, like, oh, she shouldn't have scored in this, but it's like, also, do you really know, like, gymnastics background and stuff
Right.
like that?
Uh-huh.
So,
So, yeah, because you guys lock in meets.
Yeah.
You don't listen to anything on the outside.
oh, God, no.
So, Dawsyn, how about you? Like, have you partaken in any of that crap talking?
No.
No chirping?
But I do relate to the gym thing because back in Kentucky there really is only two, I would say, like bigger gyms. There's not a whole lot in Kentucky, but like my gym was always at state. It was always at state. You
Mhm.
wanted to beat like the one.
Yeah.
And, like for us, it was like my gym was in Lexington, and then the other gym was in Louisville. So we would always go like head to head at state and try to win.
That's dope. I'm going to ask you about your Kentucky background soon.
Oh, okay.
I got a joke I'm gonna throw out about
Okay.
Kentucky. I want to see if she gets it.
There you go.
All right.
Go ahead.
And I do want to kind of move some questioning over to Dawsyn real quick. So, I mean, obviously, so far this year, like, you've been, honestly, in my opinion, you've had a stellar freshman campaign.
Thank you.
I think you had like a 9.925 on the floor in Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
And that's like tied for the highest score in any event for NIU this season. Just
Wow.
how do you think it's been, in your freshman year as a college athlete and a college student?
I mean, I honestly didn't know what to expect coming in. And I'm really thankful for, like, my team and my coaches just helping push me to be what I know I can be. Especially Sam is always, like, pushing me to be what I know I can be. And I really just, like, I've really enjoyed it this far, so.
And I know you have two other freshmen who have been on the lineup with you as well. I mean, Kayla Brown, Bella Ross. I mean, how has it been to be able to lean on each other, and especially in a new experience for all three of you?
It's been great. Just like having people like-minded in that situation with you, like being a freshman, especially. Just it's gone a long way. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, I'm glad you. Personally, as someone who's not too familiar with gymnastics, it's always fun, even though I don't know what your Chenko 4.5 was until yesterday when Moriarty texted me. It's always fun just seeing the pure athleticism that comes out of this whole team. I mean, honestly,
Wait, what did you just say?
What?
What was that word you just said?
What? Yurchenko 4.5?
Yeah, what is that? Because I saw you wrote about it, but I have no idea.
You know what? I'm going to pass that off to these two. You want to explain what your Yurchenko 4.5 is and your Yurchenko full, please?
Yeah, so a Yurchenko is basically, you know what a round-off back handspring is?
No.
Nah, I just
I
play
don't.
basketball.
Okay, so a round-off is basically, you know what a cartwheel is?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so, okay, over here. A round-off is like a cartwheel, but you land with your feet together.
Okay.
Okay?
Round off.
And then back handspring is when you start on your feet, you jump backwards, land on your hands, and then you jump back to your feet.
Okay.
Okay?
Makes sense.
Yes. So then the Yurchenko part of the vault is where you do a round off from it's like we start on the vault runway and then we put our hands on this thing that's called a hand mat, which then we do the round off that lands on the board, and you do the back handspring that lands on the horse, or we call it like the vault table.
Mm-hmm.
And then what comes after that is either like the full or the 1.5, and that's just the amount of twists that you do in the air.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, but was like that what the word was that he just said too?
Yeah, so
That essentially was the whole thing? Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And then when I ask questions, guys, feel free to talk to me like I'm 5. Like I don't know any of the terms, and I'm so interested to learn because
Yeah.
gymnastics is such a cool sport. Like especially that I've watched a few more of your meets this year than last year. So thank you. Appreciate
Of course.
Yeah. Explain to me like I'm 5'2". Yurchenko was the only word I could throw out tonight. So, yeah.
it. Yeah, he wrote it in our recap on our website, and I'm like, what is this? I highlighted it and I'm like, I'm confused. And my boss, our written managing editor, Michael, he saw it. He's like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about either. But
no, yeah, that's very normal because a lot of gymnastics has like weird names.
Really?
And everyone's like, so what's this? What's that? Because then I'll explain to like my friends and family and like, hey, these are the skills I'm doing. And they're like, can you say it again? And they're like, you need to simplify it a lot more. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even realize
so
that.
What's another weird one that you could throw out there?
Tkachev.
Yes.
So that happens on bars.
Okay.
And it's a release move. It's something I do in my bar routine, and it's like one of the very first skills, and it's done on the high bar.
Okay.
So it's like you come from a handstand.
Okay.
And then you swing down. It's really, really weird how to explain it without showing you in person.
Okay.
But so you swing up, and then you let go of the bar in a straddled position, and you go over the high bar, and then you catch it with your hands.
You land on your hands?
Yeah, so you catch the bar with your hands.
Oh, you catch, yeah.
So, the entire time, you have bars, on your hands or
Yeah.
whatever. So, you're, swinging down on your hands. You, come up. You let go of your hands.
Yes.
You, swing over the bar. And then you, catch it with your hands again.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think we need to overlay a video.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I was like, that might be better explained with a video.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
that's, another weird name. And they're usually named after gymnast, last names.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay.
It sounded
Yeah.
like names.
Yeah.
Like Russian names almost.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You have to get a skill, you have to compete it,
Mhm.
It's, at a national
at
level.
a national level event. And when you do that skill it's first time, and it gets named after you.
Yeah, Simone Biles, doing the Biles at world championships
Yeah.
and
Wait,
stuff
she has her
like
own
that.
move named after her now
Oh,
too?
I
has
think
a
she has a
couple-
couple named
yeah.
after her.
No way. Wow.
Yeah.
There's
That's cool.
there's a Biles category of skills. Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're the official names of moves,
Yeah.
or are they really? Okay, cool. That's dope. Because there's nothing you say in basketball, oh, that's the Kobe. It's just a fadeaway. You know what I mean? But that's not an official name. They don't put in the stat sheet as oh, he performed the Kobe.
Everyone just knows it as a go.
Right, exactly. Interesting. Okay.
And I'm glad we're kind of getting to this kind of skills conversation because I want to ask you too, because you compete on variety of events. What skill do you like joining, or what skill do you think you have the best performances in normally?
That's a good question.
Well, since I am on vault and floor, those are definitely my best. I think on floor my best skill is my Rudy layout step out.
You want to explain what that is?
Yeah.
Wait, and for the audience, what was it called again?
A Rudy layout step out.
A Rudy layout step out.
Okay, all right.
So it's just I do all front twisting,
Okay.
or front tumbling. I don't go backwards. Well, I technically go backwards, but I do a Rudy, which is you front layout or a front flip,
Okay.
and then you're twisting 1.5 times.
1.5.
So there's the Rudy, and then a double, and then a 2.5 is called a Randy.
Wow, that's
yeah.
cool.
So there's different names for them.
Wait. Are you while you're twisting in the air, right? You said 1.5 times. Are you counting, or is it just something you know?
You just
know.
you just know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Muscle memory.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No, that
Because-
makes sense.
Yeah, that's one of the skills I've had for probably 5 years now.
Okay. Cool.
And then
Cool.
after I punch and I do I split my legs and back layout step
What
out.
are you punching?
The ground.
Oh.
The floor.
Okay. Okay. So you are actually punching. That's not a term. That's something else.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Like Hulk smash.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
without-
Okay. No, thank you. Making connections like that helps me, dude.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay. That's dope. That's dope.
All right.
And how about you?
Out of the 3 events I compete on, the favorite skill I like to do is on floor. It's called a full in. So
Okay.
basically what I explained before was the round up back handspring portion.
Mm-hmm.
And then after you do that, there's 2 flips in the air. The first flip, I do a 360 twist,
Okay.
and then I finished with another back flip.
Okay.
That's all done in the air.
Yeah, all in one go.
Yeah, all in
All
one
that's
go.
in the air.
All of that is in the air. So the round up back handspring on the floor, and then the full 360 twist with the flip added at the end is in the air.
And
have-
there's
wait.
nothing in between that. It's all in one sequence.
It's all in one
What?
sequence. Yeah.
I would have to. Oh my goodness. You know what? This is a good video idea.
It's a good story idea, honestly.
Story idea in general. Yes.
Gymnastics for dummies.
Yeah.
If you guys have
Yeah.
That's great.
a chill practice sometime, we should come in and you should just show me what this is because I don't know. But this is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to picture it in my head. It's not working. But
Right.
at some point, maybe just go
Honestly.
see it.
Speaking of practice, I did go to 2 of your practices because you had to do a reshoot.
That's
We
right.
interviewed Isabella and Alyssa for one of our videos, and I saw y'all playing street ball. I
Right.
know that's a pretty big thing in practice. I
It
saw
is,
there's
yeah.
like a record on the board there. So just could you explain what street ball is for those who have no idea what I'm talking
That
about?
sounds fun.
Okay, so street ball is a game we play before every practice. We basically have a yoga ball, and we pass it back and forth between the 2 walls that we have. And it's basically like keep up. So you don't want to drop it on the floor, otherwise we start over, right?
Mhm.
So you can hit it as many times as you want. You can like spike it towards the end of the wall. Like as long as it hits from wall to wall, it works.
Wait, it has to hit wall, then person? Or it
So
has
like
to hit...
it can hit anyone in the like. So if it hits one wall, it can hit a certain amount of people. It doesn't matter. You just have to get it to the other side of the wall.
Oh.
It's just back and forth.
It is back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're just counting how many times you
It
get
hits
it
the
back?
wall,
Hits
yeah.
the wall. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Who's counting that? Because I saw you play. It was like chaotic. Y'all were getting
Yeah.
into it. I'm like, who's keeping track here?
So like our big counter is Grace Humphrey.
Okay.
Usually she does the counting. Other than that, it's maybe Chris. So
Chris Weiss, you mean?
Chris Wise, yeah.
Okay.
So like if she's counting, maybe he'll count on the side. Just like usually those are our big 2 counters, which is nice because like a lot of us are like focused on like diving, catching, and like making sure that ball stays up in the air. So yeah.
And so what is the purpose of this game for your practices?
Honestly, it's a group game, so it kind of gets us like up, ready, like hyped up and stuff like that, and working like as a team. Because a lot of college gymnastics is like working as a group, working as a team. It's not.
Definitely, yeah.
It's like kind of individualized, but like in the end, it's all about a team sport.
Mm-hmm.
And so like coming from club where it was individualized, and then coming to NCAA gymnastics where it's now as a team, this game kind of help us like work as a team. Like it counts as like accountability, and then like help us just like get ready for practice at the start of the day. So,
Yeah.
Right. And, one of the things I keep hearing from all the student athletes on this team, as well as coach, is that you're trying to kind of transition your performance in practice to meets. And now I'm going to take this from a practice to a meet. Friday, you had your annual Beauty and the Beast meet. That was the first one I've been to. Remember time at the Star.
Yeah.
It was chaotic.
Oh yeah.
But you have wrestling in the middle. You have all your 4 events surrounding it. Everyone's losing their minds. Like, how do you kind of keep your concentration in that kind of meet with just everyone screaming and just all this action taking place with all 4 teams and honestly 2 more with wrestling just at the same time?
Great question.
I think for me, I just, like we always say, like, stay in our bubble. So just trying to not really pay attention to what else is going on and just pay attention to yourself and your team and what, like, the goal is and what you're trying to get done.
Yeah.
I actually like the chaos. I like when there's a lot of screaming, there's a lot of energy going on, because then it drives my adrenaline up a lot. So I like when the stadium is packed and when there's like a lot of things going on, because then it doesn't feel like it's just you against like everyone else standing there. Like it doesn't feel like you're the only one being watched. So that's like a comfort level thing. And then it's like using all the screaming and like energy, just like it helps my gymnastics and it helps me perform better when it's like crazy and chaotic, where and then it's quiet and then you're sitting there like with your thoughts and stuff like that. So
True.
And I know that a meet like this probably isn't really a stranger to you, because I know you've been in MAC championships before, and then you went to NCAA regionals last season for your floor routine. Just talk about how that experience was going over to Denver, Colorado, and going along with Nat Hamp and Sallee Shari there.
I absolutely loved it. I loved competing against teams that we don't usually see or compete against. So it was nice to see those like Big Ten schools or like those other like super like important schools, and it's just like, wow, it feels like I actually like belong in this big of a community, you know, just like seeing those like big name stars. Like Jade Carey was there, so she came from the Olympics back to like college gymnastics and stuff like that. Yeah, so I got to see her like actually be there and compete, and it was like so interesting and so cool that like when I was a little girl, I'm like, oh, I want to do this stuff and stuff like that, and then being able to be in that same arena and like seeing them and do that gymnastics, and I'm like, wow, I am here doing the same thing. It's like, it's amazing.
Right. And you guys are in the, like you said, in the same league
Yeah.
as them, right?
Right.
And I don't know, just I don't want to sound like I'm glazing or anything, but guys, like seriously, gymnastics is like one of the craziest athletic like competitions I've ever watched. Like you guys do some crazy stuff, right? So it's awesome. Just wanted to say that.
Thank you.
And then one more question from me, real quick. So like I know you guys, I'm sure, like do you keep up with like Livy Dunn and stuff too? Because she's like huge in like social media.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Here and there.
Like do you like pay attention to any of that like other gymnastics hype, like because apparently like she's good, but I don't know.
I think LSU had one gymnast got like 4 10s on all of her events.
Who?
Haley Bryant.
Yeah,
Her,
Oh
yes.
man, yeah. So you guys keep up with that world too, like around the
Yeah.
country.
definitely.
Cool. That's dope.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was gonna ask something else.
Oh, hey, if you want.
No, because I think someone said that there was like an app that you guys keep up with, like all the gymnasts. Did I?
I never said that.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of somebody completely different. So let's just move on.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
You're good.
I actually wanted to stay on the NCAA regionals topic for a second. So what goes into that experience? Does NIU just throw you, listen now, and play and say, all right, have fun, come back in like 3 days?
No, they coaches come with us. The two teammates I had come with, but like the way we want it to be is that the entire team qualifies with us. It is fun to be individualized, but like the more the better is kind of what we say. So like I'm out on the floor with my 2 other teammates, I'm with my coaches, like we sit there and we prepare for this like 2 weeks before, because then there's Max and then the other girls have their time off, but then we're still working in the gym to go to regionals.
Yeah.
So it's like we get well prepared for this stuff, like from the very beginning, so stuff like that. Yeah.
And so how does this team, what does this team have to do to qualify for regionals as the entire team?
So basically, we have to win max to qualify to regionals, I believe. So
Yeah, and it also has to do with like where you rank with all the teams.
yeah,
Like top 36 or something.
yeah, top 30 something, I believe.
Yeah.
So
All right. And now this was something that Emmalise and I talked about like right before we started recording. So like in the meets I've watched and I've seen her floor routine. She plays the end credits song from the Teenage Ninja Turtles movies from 2014.
yeah.
So you want to explain, how you came about that and what kind of made you want to integrate that into your routine?
So basically, when I was younger, I watched Ninja Turtles growing up. My dad liked to take me to movies like Ninja Turtles, Batman, like all the DC, like superhero stuff like that. So I kind of grew up with it. And so the song from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I would listen to before every single meet. This happened in club, and I just carried it on all the way through gymnastics into college. So what I wanted to do was bring it into my floor routine. So I make the music for my floor routine. I do the choreography myself. So I was like, hey, this would be a super fun like interaction and stuff like that to bring. It's called like shell shocked. So bringing that into my floor routine, it just kind of is like being a ninja, kind of be like slaying my stuff and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
like slaying my
Slaying my
stuff.
stuff?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
There
I'm
we
with
go.
that. Slay, you know what I mean?
All right.
Bring some of that terminology in there from like nowadays.
Yeah, no, that's dope. That's dope. We love that. We love that.
Now, very important question. Favorite Ninja Turtle?
And this is an important one.
This is like the most important one of the entire episode.
Yeah, pressure's
Okay.
Pressure's on.
I am between Raphael and Michelangelo.
on. Okay.
Okay.
Good answers. I think Raph is the winner, but
Yes.
Really?
Raphael's my favorite.
I think Michelangelo. I personally, I get with him or Donatello.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, Donnie's funny too. It's because I just bought Raphael in Fortnite. So I play as him now. It's pretty sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
But seriously, he's been my favorite one. I love the TMNT series, but yeah.
And now for Dawsyn, I know you compete as floor as well. What's your song that you have going on?
So right now, I think there's like 3 or 2 songs in mine, and it's different songs by the artist Bauer, who also I found out is the artist of Do the Harlem Shake. So I thought I didn't like do that on purpose, but every year or every 2 years I've gotten a new routine, and at my club gym we've always made it a goal to like. We wanted to have music that no one has ever had, like not like one that you like pick from. Like a lot of people like to pick music from like older girls or like college girls, but we've like my coach always like tried to find just like songs, like just random songs.
Yeah.
And so this one I was looking for like random music on Spotify, and I found this one, and he mixed it for me, and I love it. It's so good.
Would you ever do a routine to the Harlem Shake?
Probably not.
No?
Just because the originality thing.
Okay, yeah.
I've never used music from just the radio or anything.
Oh,
but
for sure.
I think I would do it because I did want to use Jack Harlow this year, but I think I'm going to use him at some point.
Which song did you want to do by Jack?
Movie Star. I was
Movie
going to try
Star?
to put that in there.
Yeah, with Pharrell Williams.
Yeah.
I love that song too. Yeah, and that transitions into another good question. Your music taste, guys. I'm interested because I don't know if it correlates. Obviously, yours does with your routine. But what do you guys like? What do you guys listen to?
I listen to basically everything.
Do you?
Yes, from country to R&B to hard rock, stuff like Metallica and stuff like that. I love it all.
Yeah.
There isn't a genre where I'm but maybe pop. I'm not super into the girly pop stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's good. I was kidding.
Or I also like Suicide Boys and stuff like that.
Nice. Yeah. I
So
know
it's a very wide range.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of in the same boat. Do you like Taylor Swift?
Not really. I like her old music back when it was country, but I don't really like her stuff now.
Not recent stuff. Okay,
No.
that's fair.
Right.
Dawsyn.
I'm definitely a big R&B girl. My favorite artist, which I think I said in my fun fact, and I talk about a lot. I like Frank Ocean. He's my
Frank is
favorite.
fire. Yeah, I love Frank.
Yeah.
I just wish he'd come up with new music.
I know, right?
Just waiting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just praying.
Yeah.
One day.
I'll listen to Frank Ocean.
Okay. What do you listen to, Skyler? Yeah, I've never actually talked to you about this.
Oh, yes. Because you never asked.
Because I don't care. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, wow. Okay.
Go ahead.
So I more or less live in the 80s of music. So, I'm listening.
Ooh.
AC/DC is one of my favorites.
AC/DC.
Like rock?
Yeah.
Like 80s
Hard
rock?
rock. That's where I live. That's kind of
Sweet.
where I live. Billy Joel, Elton
Billy Joel's
John, even some Queen as well.
Nice.
And I kind of mix up. I like hard rock.
It's funny. I was just playing all those artists with my dad the other day, and he's 56. So wow.
You feel old already.
Yeah, I mean, I am older than you though. So.
Yeah, you're old by a year. And
Yeah,
a day.
yeah. I'm getting gray hairs already, but anyway.
You're fine.
No, I listen to you, Emmalise. I listen to a lot of stuff especially rap's probably my biggest one. Rap and R&B. Usher's performance last night was fire. I don't know if you guys like it, but
Yes.
It was okay. The first half of it, I didn't really like.
Okay.
I liked the second half where it was after the turn down for what part?
yeah. Oh, that was
I was
that was crazy.
Then it
right?
got fire, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, now I'm jamming to this. But,
Well, you didn't like Alicia Keys?
okay, I kind of like Alicia Keys, but I was expecting more.
Okay, that's fair. I know she was only on for a song and a half, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but her My Boo, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I went crazy.
That one was good.
We were all watching on the bus on the way back from our competition.
Oh, yeah?
yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
we were.
Nice.
Yeah,
You guys
we took
jamming
the
out?
bus from Kent, Ohio.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So what time did y'all get back from that? Were you able to watch the game at your places, or did you just stuck on the bus the whole time watching everything?
We got back at 10, so we
Yeah.
watched the
Oh.
whole thing
The
on
whole
the bus.
the
Yeah.
whole thing on the bus. Yeah.
Okay, were there any Chiefs fans on that bus?
One.
Yes. DFAB. Sammy
Di
DiFabrizio.
Oh,
Yes.
I have a
Yes.
class there. Shout out.
Okay. Any Niners fans? Shout out to them, by the way.
I don't know if they were fans, but everyone was rooting for the Niners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think understandably, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't want to see Taylor Swift, Brittany Mahomes, but also
Yeah.
I don't want to see Patrick Mahomes win again, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
He's now on 3. I was not happy. I want to bet because of that, but yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
It was,
you
pure-
pro-
it was,
really?
it was a luck bet. It wasn't like they say, oh yeah, over under on Kelsey receiving yards. It was the last digit of the final score.
Really?
It's like-
I was one of those.
I mean, yeah, I'll take this money, but I'm gonna hate every minute of it. But yeah,
Nah, dude, no one wanted that. I'm sorry, no one wanted that.
No.
That was sad. Anyway, how did we get here? I was talking about music, right?
it's all about music, and we talked about the halftime show, then we went to
Yeah.
the Super Bowl, then we went to the trip to Kent,
Yeah,
Ohio.
Kent. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let me just figure out where I want to go from here.
Actually, I know where I want to go next.
Well,
So, have you ever talked to Morreale?
no,
Coach?
actually, no. Mm.
Okay.
He's like a nice guy though.
So for context, he's the funniest head coach I've ever talked to. He had me cracking up the first meet I ever talked because I was asked. Because at one point you talked about oh yeah, gymnastics is an individual sport. There's no big sticks. You don't knock each other off the beam or anything.
Right.
That'd be
All right.
sick though.
So I'm curious, what's Morreale like around this team? What are your thoughts on his demeanor and how he kind of approaches coaching, especially for gymnastics, where he can't exactly get on the bars and show you everything.
True.
I would say I love how he's the same. what you see is what you get. Kind of. I remember when I like came for my official and met him, and I remember my parents really liked him, and I really liked him, and it was just, and it's been the same. Like what I thought I was gonna get was what I got.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, going off of what you said was what you see is what you get throughout practice, throughout competition, stuff like that. And like what you said, he is a big jokester. Like he tries to like keep practice like uplifting and fun with the jokes he says and stuff like that. And he doesn't like losing at all.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So he's a very like competitive. He wants to win. He wants us to win and stuff like that. So he tries his best to like take mottos from what he learned from the past and like bring it into like what we know today.
And so how does the coaching approach go? Like, how does he kind of show you what you need to fix on your routines, or what's that approach look like?
So a lot of times we will watch film because we film our gymnastics routines like in a competition off of his iPad. So then we'll go back, we'll watch, he'll ask us like, what do you think you need to improve on? What do you think you need? And stuff like that. And then he'll also tell us what he thinks on the routine. And we really do value like what we believe that we want to change and stuff like that. Even like asking our teammates like as outsiders, like them watching our routines is something I really like go based off of, because it's like I don't know what I'm feeling sometimes in the air. I don't know if my foot's flexed or like my arm's in a certain position where it shouldn't be. So I like to ask my teammates. I'm like, hey, like, can you watch this routine and let me know like what's going on? And I'll do the same thing with the coaches. I'll be like, hey, can you watch this routine? Like, let me know what I'm doing. Or like if I get super frustrated one day and I don't know what's going on, I'm like, can I get some like insight of like what am I doing wrong? What do I need to fix? Like, I'm really of a person who in gymnastics like give it to me straight. Like I need to know. Like don't sugarcoat it. Don't like try to like soften my feelings. Just tell it to me straight. Like that's how I'm gonna fix it.
I respect that.
Yeah.
A ton. Yeah. Because yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
And do you want to touch on that? a bit?
I was also gonna say too, if, like he can't show, but he also, for me, he likes to draw things out. Like we have chalkboards and like whiteboards in there, and I know with my dismount on bars, he likes to draw out, and he always tells me a pendulum, like how when I need to let go and like how that sort of thing all works, and he'll try to relate it to other things. Same with Nita. I like how just like different she says things, like, you know, instead of saying like squeeze your legs together or something, like she says think of it like a flat iron, like every part of the flat iron has to be tight together, not just like just my knees or my toes. Like they do, like the analogies are really helpful too.
Are you more of like a visual learner too?
Yes,
Cool.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
good that it works well. Yeah.
Do you want to throw out the rivalry question we tend to throw out to all the athletes?
Rivalry.
So I'll take it then.
Okay.
So you know how like normally it's known that like NIU football is arch rivals with Ball State, like the Bronze Stock Trophy.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
and like when us two interviewed volleyball a few months ago, they said Western Michigan was there because they're travel buddies. Does gymnastics have any rivalries, or is there any team like you go into is like, oh, I want to beat them?
Right now it's Ball State,
Ball State.
which hasn't been one for a while, but Ball State's really been popping off this year.
Oh, yeah.
Like high 96s, 97, stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
this year that's the team you want to beat.
Yeah.
That's the team you either want to beat or beat. Like straight up just like that.
Yeah.
Or it's been like, I think Western Michigan had won Max last year and prior, so that's another team we kind of want to beat too.
Yeah.
And so so going in like your past 2 seasons here, was that Ball State as well, or is it like someone like Central, for example?
Last season it was Western and Central. I think the year before it might have been Western and Central too. So I think this year kind of Central is just fallen off a little bit, and Ball State's really just climbed up from there. Just I think that was kind of like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I want to say, because like in the past it's haven't really been Ball State, but they've been good. They
Yeah.
just haven't been like that, like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
they're really good.
Yeah.
And for context, I believe they were voted to finish first in the regular season in the preseason poll and projected to win the tournament, the championship.
Yeah,
sorry.
that don't mean nothing.
Right.
You guys are winning.
Anything can happen.
Right.
Yeah, anything
Right.
can happen.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
You guys they're gonna rise up.
I mean, the only thing the only thing that's outrageous is like the regular season championship, but MAC championships, I mean, anyone can take it, honestly.
Right.
It's
That's
like
true.
any given year.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think what can I segue into
Well,
next.
I have a question that I'd like to ask him. We're gonna pivot a little bit too off
Okay.
the mat stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we asked women's soccer and volleyball and of course hockey, what you guys do in your free time as student athletes. You know, like obviously besides hopping on a podcast with the Northern Star, you probably got other stuff to do. And maybe if you're just gonna say school, that's cool. But like other than that, what else do you guys do for fun?
So I would say right now, like being a freshman too and living in the dorms, it's really easy for me to hang out with my other freshman friends and just my other like friends in general. But what we like to do is go to the dining hall, actually.
There you go.
We're actually there for 2 to 3 hours every night, like at dinner, just debriefing and talking. And we love to catch up and talk, and then we like get dessert. And
that's cool.
Yeah, that would be like the most thing that.
Because there's not much to do in DeKalb, but that's, you know, you find what you can.
Yeah.
How about you, Emmalise?
I do like to hang out with my teammates outside of practice. I live with 3 others, Jenna Blair, Ellery Warner, Alina Anderson.
Okay.
So I live with them, and we have our moments of laughter and debriefing and, like, just us being, like, girls or whatever and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I like to hang out with my boyfriend who's on the wrestling team, Hayden Pummel.
I have a class with him. What? Really?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wait,
He's so
cool.
nice. Yeah, I love Hayden.
Oh, God, he's a blast.
Yeah.
I love him.
We had a little networking, like, going around the room and meeting everyone.
Yeah.
He was so nice. He's, like, probably my favorite one I met. That's awesome.
He is one of the nicest people you'll ever meet.
For sure,
Especially
definitely.
on the wrestling team, too. Super nice, super mature, like,
Yeah.
helps out with anything. So,
Wow.
yeah, super nice.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What a connection.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'll have to tell him that.
Yeah, he's on, I think the class we're in is, like development and professional development and sport management. I think that's the class name. So it's
Okay.
dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But.
No, you're good. Also, another thing is Monday nights The Bachelor's on.
There you go. Okay.
Yes. So we have a few of my teammates combined with the women's golf and men's golf. And so we go over to their house and we watch The Bachelor every Monday night.
Men's golf?
Men's golf, yeah.
All right, respect.
All right, good to know.
Well, like some of the gymnasts have like boyfriends on the men's golf team.
Okay, for
so then
sure.
that's the connection
That
too.
makes sense.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, shout out The Bachelor. My brother loves that show. And he got into it by himself, so I don't know.
Oh wow.
So I don't know. Or maybe it was his ex. Never mind. We don't like her. But
That's the exes.
yeah, exactly. Anyway.
I think the Northern Star used to have a podcast talking about The Bachelor.
Oh, dude, I'm
Years
sure.
ago.
I'm sure that like one of the podcasts coming up, like they're gonna talk about it,
Oh, I'm
especially the
sure.
pop culture ones.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's not
No
my
doubt.
cup of tea.
Is it like heating up right now? Like what's going on?
Yeah, it's getting there.
It's getting there.
Yeah, lots of drama. Jess is stirring up a lot of crap. Even
Okay.
from episode 1, she was just right in there stirring, like taking people's time.
Yeah.
Like she is the queen of like drama. I will say that.
So she's great for TV.
Oh, she is great for TV.
Great.
She's great for the drama aspect and stuff like that. I think
Yeah.
she's really only on there for the drama aspect.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're running out of a little bit of time, but again, some off the mat stuff. Favorite TV shows or movies? Pick one. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
Or
my
a couple.
favorite TV show is Stranger Things.
Okay. Do you like the direction it's going in now, or?
I do. I think season 4 was great, and I actually just rewatched it, and I'm curious to see what they do with season 5 because I feel like season 4 they could have ended it, and they are gonna continue it. So they could mess it up. But I'm hoping they don't. They haven't this far, so I feel like they're gonna
That's good.
pull through.
Well, that's good that you like it because I've heard people did not. Like I heard some
Yeah.
bad things of it. but-
Really?
There's like a mixed bag there, but do you think they're gonna kill off one of the main cast in season 5?
They might. I feel like they will.
Prediction: who?
I hope it's not Steve. He's my guy.
I really hope it's not Steve. So I'm gonna go. They could do Max because she's on her deathbed right now. So.
True. Yeah. Spoilers.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't even watched it yet.
Hey, man.
It's okay. I'm just playing. I don't care. How about you?
For me, right now, it's The Office.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
rewatching it for the
Big
second
respect.
time.
Yes.
So.
Only the second?
I mean, yeah. Well, Hayden hasn't seen The Office,
Oh,
so I'm
yeah.
like,
You
okay.
watching with him?
Now we gotta watch it.
No. Okay. Makes
Yeah.
sense. And does he like it?
Yes.
Good.
At first, he didn't want to watch it because he was like, well, I tried getting into it. It's season 1. He was like, it's not that good.
Oh,
So I started him off on season 3.
nice.
Yes. I
Nice.
said, well, you kind of have to start on a different season just for it to like continue and roll and to get into the drama aspect.
Yeah.
of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like the arcs build, bro, as you
They do.
move on.
It just keeps continuing. It's just like different stuff here and there, and it's nice.
I'm not gonna say it's a spoiler. This show's been out for almost 10 years now. Did you cry when Michael left?
No, I didn't.
No.
I haven't
I
seen
did.
that
So.
episode yet.
Well,
I did not cry.
how about at the end?
At
of
the
everything?
end of the show, well, at the end of all of it, I think I did cry.
Okay.
I think that's maybe the first TV show I cried at.
Really?
I'm not a big crier watching TV. Well, I
Same.
used to not be, but now, I did cry at the end of that one.
It's hard not to.
It is.
It's a tearjerker, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just thinking about it. Bro.
I'm just tearing up now.
All right, so it looks like we got about like 5 minutes left. Skyler, do you want to rattle off any other questions? Make them fun.
Make them
please.
fun. All
Right.
right. I mean, let me check the phone real quick. Let's make sure. I haven't used all of them yet, but I think we got a good arsenal. I mean, besides that, I do got to throw that joke out to Dawsyn. It's a Kentucky-related joke. I want to say I got it from like.
Oh,
high school.
yes.
High school. Have I ever told you the joke?
I went to your high school.
You want to explain that to them?
Yeah, no, we just had an inside joke where I would just tell people here that I went to his high school, but he lived like 3 hours away from me. Like,
Oh, wow.
yeah, no,
So
I
I
didn't
went
go
to
to school.
like South Peru High School, and I had like a football helmet with a LP on it. and then he gives like, "Oh yeah, we went to LP together." It's like,
And then-
really, what are the colors?
Yeah, someone asked me what were the colors, and Skylar was like pointing at the helmet. I'm like, what are you doing? I didn't know.
It's like, look, it's right
He's like
there.
trying to give you a hint.
Yeah, he was trying. I didn't see it.
It's Christmas colors, green and red for those uneducated.
Thank
Alright.
you.
I don't have any questions yet. I do want to throw that joke out. So, Dawsyn. So, what do you call the capital of Kentucky? Louisville or Louisville?
Louisville.
I call it Frankfurt, personally.
Oh.
Oh,
Perfect. Let's
nice.
go.
That was good. That was good.
When you said capital, I was like, oh, it's Frankfurt, and then I just completely forgot because I live right next to Frankfurt.
Wait, is your hometown Versailles? Is that-
Versailles.
Versailles?
Yeah, I mean it looks like Versailles.
Right? Isn't it spelled
Yeah,
the same
it does,
way?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just we're Kentuckians, so we say Versailles.
Oh.
Kentucky.
So do you guys like that grass y'all got?
Bluegrass.
Yeah. Like what's different about that than normal grass?
I don't know. I don't know why they call it the bluegrass.
Because it's not blue, right?
No.
No.
it's green.
This isn't Boise State.
Yeah, I know. I had to ask. They call it Kentucky bluegrass.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure they use that for the Super Bowl, no? Like the grass?
Kentucky Bluegrass? No, that was
I might be
terrible.
tweaking. No.
The Bears used to use Kentucky Bluegrass.
No, they had grass yesterday.
The Bears?
No, not the Bears. The Super Bowl.
I don't.
Is that what the
I'm
Bears?
pretty sure it was it was turf at
No,
Las
it wasn't,
Vegas.
bro. No, it wasn't. They literally rolled out the grass. I saw the video.
I'm gonna research this.
Yeah, you
and
research
we're
that.
gonna
You let
see
me
this.
know.
We're gonna settle this.
All right. I'm trying to think. Anything else fun you want to rattle off?
Anything else fun? No, I think I've covered a lot of bases. I mean, this team is honestly very fun to watch. I'm
Yeah,
looking forward
and
to
you guys
seeing
have
the
a lot of
season plays out.
personality too. Like it's
Oh,
fun to
yeah.
have you in.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully we can get like coach and more gymnasts in here if they want.
We gotta get more Allie in here for sure.
Yeah.
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 Like all the athletes I've brought in so far have been very fun personalities. So I do want to
good.
see. Oh, actually, I did think of a fun question.
I did too.
So who are some of the bigger like personalities on the team? Like who's the comedian? Who's like I don't know, the sassy one maybe.
Big personalities. I think Ellery Warner's got a big one.
Yes.
Isabella Cece's got a big one.
Yes, and they're like a duo.
They are a duo, I
Oh, man.
swear.
Yeah.
Talia, once you get to meet her, Talia Kraus.
Yep.
Yes.
She's got one hell of a personality.
I would really say like the junior class. Like,
Honestly, it is the junior
yeah.
class. Like, I got a really big personality.
For sure.
It just kind of depends on who you run into and what kind of comfort level you got with them.
Gotcha.
And what's when you say personality? By what personality are you like referring to? Like, what kind of personality do you bring? Well, Ellery and Isabella. How would you describe their personalities?
Sassy.
Sassy.
Yes.
Like, sassitude, attitude.
Yes.
Those are my kind of
They
like
slay?
2 words. Yes, Slay is a big one from Ellie. She uses Slay a lot.
Nice.
Jenna, she has a different personality.
Yes. Very bubbly.
She's a very bubbly person. Yeah.
It's a good word.
Yeah.
You guys ever thought about like writing? Like
No.
the Northern Star, bro. We hire writers.
I mean, isn't Kendall a journalism major?
She is, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
I think DFAB's on her way to do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a sports journalism class with her. That's the one I was referring to. So I don't know if she is, but
Ethan, you gotta do some recruiting, man.
Yeah.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
I'm scared to talk to D1 athletes though. So Nah, I'm
It'll
just
be
kidding.
fine.
I'm just
You have two right here.
I know, I know. All right, so my last question for Dawsyn too. So you grew up in Kentucky. How far are you from Lex?
like 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Yeah.
So are you like Big Blue Nation or did you like the Cardinals, Louisville?
No, Big Blue Nation.
Big Blue Nation?
Okay.
You went to games and stuff?
I've been to a couple games, but I feel like I like them even more now that I'm not there. Like, I feel like I've gotten this, like, since moving away, I have this, like, Kentucky, like, pride now.
Okay,
Like,
Yeah, represent.
Yeah.
No, I
Love
respect
it.
that. I respect that.
All right.
Do you ever like rock like UK stuff out here?
I do, and I wore my, like, Kentucky shirt the other day.
Okay.
All right.
Nice. Yeah, I've visited there a couple times. Very nice campus. But anyway, I think that's all we got time for. But we do have one more like little segment thing that we do for every episode. We do this thing called numbers. Have you guys?
Oh yeah.
Have you heard of Barstool Sports?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what Pardon My Take is? The podcast.
I don't think so.
Okay, so basically, that is one of their big podcasts, hosted by Big Cat and PFT. I don't know if you know who those guys are, but anyway, everyone on the show picks a number 1 through 100, and then we're gonna just pick a random number generator, and we have to get it. Just pick one random one, and it doesn't help you to get really close. No one cares if you're close. You gotta get it on the
Get it.
dot.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me pull this up.
Has anyone ever gotten it?
Yes. Sadie McGill. Sadie McGill in women's soccer, goalkeeper.
Wow.
She got it. It was crazy.
She's the one to beat.
And then Alex got it too, but that was a while ago. So let me pull this up. But while I'm doing that, let's go around the room. Pick a number 1 through 100. Skyler, I'll start with you.
All right, so I'm gonna go with 38.
38. Dawson.
72.
72. Okay.
15.
15. And then I will go 99. All right, ready?
Yeah.
I'll show you guys.
Okay.
Generate. 64. No, that sucks. One more time.
Oh.
All right, ready?
All right, fine.
What did you pick?
I picked 38.
That sucks. All right, here we go. 41.
I was stealing.
wow.
That's pretty cool, but it doesn't mean anything.
True. Yeah.
I want it on the dot, bro.
I'll get it one day.
One day.
I'll get it one day.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, as always, thank you everyone for listening to episode, I don't even know, 35, 34. We'll see. I want to thank the gymnasts for joining us today. Thank you guys so much. We had a ton of fun with you. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
of
you for
course.
having
Yeah,
us.
thank you. This was
Absolutely.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully we can
All
have you guys
right, awesome.
on another episode before the school year is over.
Please do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be so fun.
We'll hit you guys up for sure, okay?
Sweet. I'd
But,
love to do it
um,
again.
We'll bring it back.
Right. Skylar, thank you for joining me as well.
Of course. Happy to be here.
All right, and that's it for the episode. Thank you so much, man. Yes, Sirski.
Zerski.